And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to ESA Cup Season 7, the second semi-final. Just right before we head into those grand finals, we just have one more important match to be done, originally to be played on Tuesday, but due to server issues, we're going to basically catch up with it this Friday. And my name is Bozo Max, and tonight I'm here with, on this side, with Felicity. Good evening.
Even how are we?
I'm doing very well. I'm very excited for this match. Both of these teams are insanely good. Like the way we have been seeing them play over the past weeks makes me so excited to see how they will do. And we have had to wait for quite a bit of time to actually see the result of this match. Like I said, the match was originally to be played on Tuesday, but due to server issues, we had to postpone it to today. So I think we have waited long enough, and I think today is finally the right time that we can play the match. The good news is every single player has made it into the lobby this time, so that's already a huge improvement over Tuesday. Yeah, just very excited to see how this match will go.
Yeah, I'm excited as well, Max. I think this is going to be a great matchup.
Yeah,
Entropy Gaming versus what's it, Mafia Squad,
Mafia
two
squad, yes.
semi-finals. But before we go into the match, we do need to take a look at our bracket
Mm-hmm.
to see who's going to be playing who, where we're going to end up this time in our next play day, which will be, Max, dare I say, the final if I'm right, or there'll be another semi-final. I can't remember.
Yeah, well, like as you can see, MDF versus Flawless 7, they played last Monday, where Flawless 7 was the victorious team, and they have secured themselves a spot for the grand finals, which are taking place this Sunday at 2 p.m. CET. That's Central European time zone. But before we know our second grand finalist, of course, is the match of today, which is Entropy Gaming versus Mafia Squads, of which the loser then will go to the third place match, which is yet to be decided when it's going to be played. But there, of course, is MDF already waiting. And, well, it's not a not important match. It's still for the third place, and there's still some prize money to be won there. But of course, both of these two teams today want to make it into the grand final because that's where the real money and the real fame is to be won.
Yeah, well, grand finals and third and fourth place matches do elude in front of us, Max, though. However, we do need to focus on the matchup for today. Let's take a look at our map bans. We kind of do already know the maps, because as you
Yeah.
said, was supposed to be played on Tuesday, but now it's
Mm-hmm.
being played now. But the maps we have tonight are very interesting. We have a Nighthaven as map one, then Bank, and the decider is Clubhouse. Now, I don't know about you, Max, but I am a big fan of Nighthaven in the comp scene.
To be fair, this is only going to be the second time for me to actually see this map as a caster. And within ESA Cup, even, this map hasn't been played that many times. Like, let me just quickly look up the statistics here. Nighthaven Labs is going to be the fifth time that we're actually going to see it. So still a fairly rare map to see. So that makes me indeed more and more excited. And yeah, this is really going to test the teams. Like, I mean, you have
Yeah.
decent amount of time to prepare for this map. Like, it has been in the pool for quite some time right now, and like
Yeah.
all the strats they've been able to save all the time. This is really the moment to bring those out and to show what the teams are really capable of. And as I'm hearing that the match is about to start, we'll soon see the map load in. And well, like you said, the first map, Nighthaven Labs, a banger to start with. We're going to see it in just a minute.
I'm a huge fan, excuse me, of Nighthaven. It's one of those maps where it's very similar to Bank in a sense in how broad and big the map is, and also because it's so new. So many teams have to play it in weird, wonderful ways and bring so many weird operators to actually get what they're trying to do because they can't do it
Mhm.
effectively yet. And it's one reason I really do like the map.
Indeed, it's a map that I do like a lot as well. Like, it's just one of those newer things, and it just brings the freshness to the game. Like maps like Oregon, not border, Clubhouse, Chalet. We've been complaining so many times about those maps, like how often we see those maps, and that there's not that much originality to the map hands that we have been seeing from some teams. But the fact that Nighthaven Labs is being brought out right now just makes me so excited. Just to see something else. Like, I believe, let me just quickly bring up the map hands again. We will see one of those more common maps, Clubhouse, at the end of the day, potentially, if we're going to the decider. But for now, well, we are going to see 19 Labs. Wait, take over for a second, if you can.
Right, Nighthaven is the map of choice. Solus is our ban as well. Again, understandable because of her plant denial. She could play below those impact grenades and then chuck an impact onto the floor and, well, needless to say, then shoot you through and deny the plant.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Like the operator bands have all come out. Like I was a bit confused why we're not seeing it yet, but now we finally can actually see the full operator bands. It's Thatcher, Ying, Solace, and Fenrir. The first 3 operators, or the first 4 operators, like that have been banned for this first map of today, and well, quite like not too out of the box operators here. Like I think the most like the fairly understandable operator bands that we're seeing here, just Thatcher. It's one that we used to see quite a lot during the old days of Siege, but now these days Thatcher is a bit more uncommon, but it's still a quite strong operator and understandable to be banned.
Yeah, and Fenrir as well as a ban, I think is completely understandable. Because how overpowered he is. Same with Ying. Ying haven't been touched for a very long time. To command center, though, for our first sight of this best of 3 match Bozo match. I'm excited. Don't know about you. Let's get this game underway already.
Yeah, so for this very first round, we're going to server like one of the more common bomb sites to start with, the top floor of this map. And with the attackers already approaching the map, let's see how they will decide to approach this map. Because it's one of the bigger maps in these map world these days. I'm not entirely sure if it is exactly the biggest, but it's definitely one of the bigger ones. And I mean, will provide some opportunity for the attacking team to approach from so many different ways. And yeah, like to make it a bit more difficult for the defenders to actually defend their bomb site, especially with those exterior walls.
Yeah, it's just such a huge map, as you said, and it's going to be interesting to see how they attack. Because each charges are going to go down, however, are going to get tricked. One of them are going to get tricked by the lone magnet playing inside of IT, but it's the Ram who's in rafters, nice and early, behind the Kiva barricade, I think that was, or behind the Kiva barricade, and he's going to try and cause a Nusa. Does swing the rotate, injured though, and
that's quick.
Quick kill. And our first kill of this semi-final match.
Yeah, and a very quick entry from Bankers as well. Unfortunately, the Ram already lost her life very early on before she could even make any real impact with the utility whatsoever. Luckily, Shinji is able to capitalize onto that and taking out Senzo by equalizing the man count now again. It's now a 4 versus 4 situation, but still more than half of the time remaining, so loads of time for either team. But C4 go out, unfortunately missing the target as it's getting stuck to one of the boxes on top of the object. It's unfortunately Tom not securing any bit of damage. Unfortunately, it would have been definitely a nice one if he succeeded so.
I did find it interesting that the attacking side of Entropy did bring that Ram on the top floor. Didn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
The one eye of Kenzie, though, does find himself injured, yet to be confirmed. Tries to get himself safe. 2 kills in quick succession to follow out. Senji, the latest to fall. And it goes to that 3 versus 3, 2 versus 3 if we're going to count it, as the one eye is still down. Player no finds 1 kills within quick succession again. Then it goes down to that 1 versus 1 alone ace. He finds himself 1. It's all up to Tom. Alone mute that SMG 11 in hand versus this AK. He does have the diffuser in pocket, and he is going to try and plant behind the bomb chassis in A. Is he going to be able to get it off? Yes. He is now. The attackers become defenders. The defenders become the attackers. It's a complete roll swap, but it's shot straight in, a triple. Tom for the triple on the round, and to give Mafia squad their first round of this semi-final.
A beautiful first round to open. It was actually a very, very close round in terms of time and the man count. But in the end, with the attackers securing the plant and then losing their lives as the defenders securing the first round, like you said, indeed. Ghost Army Mafia squad. They're also known by Ghost Army. That's where the confusion comes from. But securing their first point for this match. Beautiful replay happening on the screen. A nice little highlight of every single beautiful kill that happened during this first round. Of course, right now our production is being done by Onex. So thank you, Onex, for being there. And Ogon, and later joined by Voids, are our producers. Our observers for tonight as well.
Close round for round 1. That's all I can say. If I'm feeling it already, Max, I'm feeling a match 3.
I mean, I would love a free mapper, like just from the, from the 5 matches that we have seen so far during this final stage. We have only seen one of them go all full free maps. So, yeah, I would love to see at least one more going to the all 3 maps, as it just gives us so much more exciting. Like the one that we have seen going for the full 3 maps was, let me just quickly check. It was LDL versus Mafia squads, where the last map even went to overtime. So yeah, like I would love to see one map, at least one more map going to all full 3 maps, as it just makes everything so much more exciting.
Yeah, I mean, 3 maps is great, and especially map 3, it's always the best. But
Definitely.
why worry about map 3 when we're only in round 2 of map 1? Onto basement we go for the defenders. A site that attackers usually struggle on, and it's mainly defender-sided, just based on the fact of how fewer entry points there are on this site. There's only hatches, and there's only, if I remember correctly, there's 2 hatches, maybe even
Correct.
1. And then
I think 2.
And then there's only 2 stairways down, which really just doesn't make it easy for the attacking side. It allows the defending side just to run around and torment the attacking side.
Yeah, and luckily there is some exterior walls, but those are easily defended if the defenders did decide to bring a bandits, which they haven't. At the same time, they chose to ban the Thatchers, so dealing with any walls potentially defended by immunes, which hasn't been either, would have been an option, but with no protection on those walls, things are going to be a bit easier for the attacking side to open those walls. But with them losing every single bit of utility that could have dealt with those walls, things are going to get very difficult as Tiger gets another kill there on Phantom, and we're already left with a 2 versus 5 within the first minute and 15 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely dominated by Mafia squad on the defending side, but I think we all have to ask the question here, boys and Max. Why have the attacking side of Entropy not brought a hard breacher? 1 world to fall, though. Clayton claims 1 on the round, and now it's 1 versus 5. The question is Sinji capable of clutching this up for his team? It is this 1 versus 5, but it does have plenty of time on the clock with 1 minute and 15. Trading shots between this vigil, but it's the SG-12 to shut it down and claim the round. Flawless round on the board.
That's a flawless round indeed. And to get back to your question, like, why did they not bring a single dedicated Heartbreacher? I guess they were just fully relying on the secondary Heartbreach utility. I believe like Buck has likely brought it. I think does Rum have it?
Does who have it? Sorry.
Does Rum have secondary Heartbreach utility?
I think not.
No, right? So it's just purely the Buck who was bringing it, likely. So yeah, I guess they were just fully relying on that and expecting that the Buck would at least open those 2 hatches, would provide some new opportunities for the team. But yeah, with him losing his life fairly early on, like of course there was no longer any opportunity to do so, which definitely made things a lot harder for Entropy and caused him to fail in the end. So a very unfortunate unfortunate round for the side of Entropy, where they lost lives way too early on. But they will get a new chance as, well, of course, they will be attacking for the upcoming 4 rounds.
Yeah, these, round 1, very, very close. Round 2, not so much. And that's already, these small little mistakes like that, no hard breach, kind of are making me feel a little bit scared of Entropy on this, at least for their attacking half here on Nighthaven, because again, Nighthaven, one of those maps where you absolutely need at least 1 hard breach, a designated hard breacher. That's your Ace, that's your Thermite, that's your Hibana, and not secondary gadgets. This isn't Oregon where you can get away with just running secondary gadgets. This is Nighthaven, one of the newest maps in the game. You have to run at least 1 hard breacher, if not 2, depending on your site. However, they have fixed that mistake. They have brought the Thermite this time. Yes, already used. And the Ace, they brought a double. They've already used one of the exothermic charges. Oh no, I played that through for a second. No, it's Ace who's already used one of his Selma charges, not Thermite. Don't listen to me.
I mean, it's okay. Of course, Ace did see a little bit of a nerf last Tuesday when the mid-season patch came out. Like, the fuse time has been increased a little bit, which is not too big of a deal. But let's say there will be a bandits roaming around who will be ready to battle trick. He will have been more of an opportunity to actually do trick those Selma charges. But luckily for him, there's no bandit around, so there's not much to worry about. And the fuse time will not be a big of a hinder for the attacking team here. But Klein, however, that is a big of a hinder as he gets 1 kill on Shinji, is looking for a second. Unfortunately, no, actually he does.
A second?
He does, yes, as Bank is taken care of as well. 2 very important attackers gone for the attacking team, only leaving themselves with 3 versus 5 defenders.
A masterclass coming out from Clay in the mirror. The Vector sings and the Vector finds 2. Puts it at 5 versus 3 now in favour of the defending side. And a lot of work to do, but we're still with a decent amount of time to do it. Phantoms, though, does take down Clay and the man at 7 and 2. Got 2 in the round so far. Taken down off the board. Trying to claw back what's left of this round with 1 minute and 5. Still a lot of work to do. Again, still a lot of time to do it, but not much really going on. And it seems like they might have forgotten about the Thermite, but it's the Legion they've neglected, and it's the Ash to fall, Alphen to find himself taken away. Tom to get refragged though, Tiger to find 1 more. It's a bit back and forth, kills in quick succession, but it's left all up to Phantom, who does try to get C4 forward from below, finds 1, is double on the round, looks to maybe try and find 1 more and claw back what's left. It's 1 versus 2 with only 30 seconds left. Does have the diffuser in hand though, Bozo Max.
Diffuser in hand, still a bit of utility remaining to open up one of those hatchets or walls to make things a little bit easier for himself, but time is definitely not working in his favor. The longer the time proceeds, the less time there will be for him to do so, and then Asenzo gets the kill there on Phantom. It's yet going another round to the side of Mafia squads, putting the score on 0-3 already. Not a good start for Entropy.
No, absolutely not a good start, but we have to remember this is a defender-sided map, so we have to give them the benefit of the doubt. But it's these small little mistakes in Entropy's playstyle and Entropy's attacks that aren't really working out for them. Their roam clears are slightly lackluster, and it's allowing people like YMI to stay upstairs the whole round and then catch them out. Catch them out while they're roam clearing.
Yeah, like you said, like it's a defensive favorite map, so definitely is the side of Mafia Squad here in the favor. But even if Entropy doesn't do too well on this map, like it's not a big of a deal. It's the best of 3. Of course, you would like to win the first map, as it does kind of give you the boost of momentum and boost of morale. But at the same time, like there is some room for error. And I'm just quickly bringing up the map bans here. Let me just quickly see who actually picked this map. It is Entropy who picked this map.
Yeah.
So they have picked this map knowing that they wouldn't get the chance to pick the starting side. So they know that there will be a good chance for their opponent to go for the defense first and start with like a negative score. But I mean, if you have the confidence to actually pick this map and knowing that, then I do have some faith that Entropy is going to be able to work things around once we see the roll sort happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested. It would be interesting to see what they can do when they're on the defending side, because they say the defending side map. But from the attacking side already, I'm not hopeful for them. The Selma charges do go out, and as we were saying before, because of that now longer fuse time, they're more able to be tricked, and the Bandit does just that, tricks. The Selma charges, wastes 1 of them, / 2 of them, is allowed to keep the wall closed. Droning on this west side though, the Mute Jammer is going to deny that, and not allowing the attackers to get any information.
Yeah, and the free cam really shows how big this bomb site really is. So much ground to cover, which immediately makes it difficult for the defenders to hold down their position. And especially with some of those first walls being opened up, it's going to be even more difficult to hold the position. And with the attackers closing in, it will soon get very difficult for them to play on this bomb site. Attackers basically even surrounding the bomb site. Terminal even going to use his second charge to open up the wall even further to just make a nice walkable entry and even take away more of the cover.
Drone work being picked up now by Entropy. We noted before that it was a bit of an issue, and they've worked it out now. Clay, though, the guy that hasn't stopped gunning so far in this matchup, finds himself 1 more, now puts himself to 8 and 2, taking down the 8. A crucial kill, but not as crucial as it usually would be, as a Thermite is still left on the board. Still no exothermic charges in pocket. Used both of them. Not all 3, both. Used both of them. Not able to get any more hard walls open. Sinji finds 1 with the F2, a shotgun to the M590 to claim 1 more body. Alpha falls. That's 3 versus 4 in favor of the defending side as our F2 sings. 1 more falls, and that's, I believe, was the Ian? Was it the Ram? No, 1 more to fall as well though. Sinji finds himself taken down. 1 versus 4. Now it has to be a defending round, Turbo Max.
Yeah, and now it's all coming down to Phantom. All eyes focus on him. You can see every single attacker was looking at him, watching their teammates have all the all the responsibility potentially at the first point to the board, but unfortunately falls there to the side of the opponent. And it's yet another round going to the side of Mafia squad, starting it with the 0-4. You can already say they have had a good half so far. Like the bare minimum points that you would expect from Mafia squads have already been gained, and anything on top of this that will follow in the upcoming 2 rounds is going to be a huge bonus.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Entropy, they really need to start earning some points, because otherwise this map might be already lost before they even transition to the other side.
Entropy are lacking adaptability, if that makes sense.
Definitely.
They're just not adapting to what's happening. And then, like that Thermite, whoever Thermite was, all Thermite had to do was get up and rotate round, and he could have helped his team push from the other side of the map. But he didn't. He sat there, and he tried to draw the focus onto him. But instead of drawing the focus onto him, he just sat there and let his team die around him. And then he was left in a 1v4 in a really bad position, because you have one mirror window looking at you, you have a doorway that someone was playing an E-box looking at you, so you're in a complete funnel, and you can be killed from 2 angles. It's an unwinnable position.
It was indeed a very difficult position for him to be in, for the team to be in even, and that's definitely something where Entropy can improve. And with Afla already losing quite a bit of HP, luckily making it out alive, but that would have already been a very bad start for this round. But with Afla still alive, he can still hold his gun and still be impactful for his team. But any future gunfight will be a little bit more tricky for him, as 1 or 2 bullets will easily take him out.
Kyan misses. Never forgot anything. The drone does get away with his life somehow. They should have acted off that information. 2 full though. Alpha. I'm not sure how you said that last name.
Plain, I guess.
Find 2. Put them in the advantaged position now in the 5 versus 3. A call does go out. The second Dokubi call, very quick into the round. No more Dokubi calls are going to be allowed left in this round. No more global utility. Are they aware of Tiger, who does now still play in storage, has been here the whole round. Some shots do go out onto the wrong person though. One tried to take a gunfight with the Diana, and little does he know he kills the Jackal. What?
Yeah, with the Legion now injured on the floor, he's easily to be finished yet by Senji, bringing us to a 4 versus 2 situation. Still half of the round remaining. Loads of time for the attackers to benefit from this double man advantage, to clear the building even further, to find out where the defenders are playing, to peel away those defensive layers with the utility they have brought to the boards, and to make it even more difficult for these defenders to decrease the chance they are standing. So attackers in a very good position to potentially win this round.
Attackers in, as you said, an extremely good position to win this round, and it will be the start of their work for a 4-2 split. 1 more falls though, it's Phantom to claim that one. His triple on the round. 1 injured though. It is the Iana. Thorn of Tom is trying to do as much work as he can to pull back what's left of the round. He can only do so much. It's the first round for the attacking side.
Yeah, just before things would be too late for Entropy Gaming to secure their first point, they finally do so. A 1-4 score with 1 more round for them to go while they're playing as the offensive team. And I mean, ideal for them will be to secure 1 more point after they now have got the taste of victory, or at least the taste of victory for a round. They have got the momentum. It would be good if they secure 1 more point and turn this half into a 2-4 score, which is considered to be a good score for either side. But it's really going to depend up to this upcoming round for Entropy.
They are going to recite bottom. 1 round away from getting a 5-1 or a 4-2 default standard split. Now, personally for me here, Max, I want to be saying a 5-1. I think 5-1 can make this matchup so much more exciting.
Definitely, like a 1-5, it will mean that Mafia squad is a very strong position. Like, they would only need 2 more points on their offense to win this match, really. But at the same time, it really means that Entropy needs to put so much more effort onto the defense, which should benefit them. So, like, let's say, like, if it's a 5-1, Entropy will likely get about 3 rounds at least on the defense. I mean, that's what we can expect from them. And then the match will become a 4 versus 6 before we even know it, or like 5 versus 6 or 4 versus 6, something in that direction, which will be a very, very close score and very exciting score. So yeah, whatever this round go, it is a very good match so far. It really depends on which team is going to be favorable for this first half.
Klein takes the opening kill of the round straight onto Alpha, which is the Jackal. 1 in 6 is not having the greatest of halves so far. They are in the Entropy. They are in the building, nice and quickly. Hopefully, the drone work has been thorough enough to realise that he's still upstairs. He's still going to be roaming. The Thorn has come up towards vending as well to try and help with, try and aid the roam. They're not even off the top floor yet, Entropy, let alone into the mid floor. Client's still upstairs, still yet to clear him out. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, definitely a slower starter from the side of Entropy, but at the same time, maybe not the worst ID, given how quickly they lost their lives early on in the previous rounds. So just taking a bit slower might provide a bit more security for themselves to stay alive a bit longer and stay alive till the moment where it really matters later on. But of course, the time always works in the favor of the defender, so they do need to hurry up a little bit. And with Bankers getting their first kill on Taiga, that's at least a good start for Entropy, where they now have equalized the man counts and definitely have increased the chances as well.
As you said, Tiger falls, and it is going to allow that Dokumi to potentially hack Tiger's phone and get the cams. However, yet to do that so far, which means they'd have so much more information. McLean, he's still upstairs. He's able to go for a backstab. He's able to flank at any moment. He hears the gunshot. He hears the hatch going to be opened. He isn't able to shoot the hard breach gadget. But is aware of the Buckler still playing in storage. It could get a free kill here. The Bucklow finds himself injured from the vertical holes that he made. Has found himself in a desperate situation, but yet to get himself picked up. Looks away from the Iana, who walks round the corner, Clay, and the timing finds himself taken down. Oh no!
The opportunity lost there by the Vigil. Very, very unfortunate, but not much to be done there. It's now 4 versus 3 in the favor of the attacking team, which is getting closer and closer to the defensive side. With Bankers getting killed on Kenzie, but Senzo with a kill on Bankers is now 3 versus 2, still in the favor of the sides of Entropy. But with both defenders still very low, full on HP and in strong positions, they might be able to do some damage here. With Senzo they're getting a kill on Jewett, is now 2 versus 3, but Phantom with the kill on Senzo, a 2 versus 1 in the favor of Entropy, with Tom the only defender left standing, gets found, gets taken care of by Shinji, and that's yet another round, the second round in a row for Entropy Gaming, putting themselves on 2-4, but we're now transitioning to the second half of the match, where it's now, of course, it's going to be Entropy on the defense and Mafia Squad on the offense.
The slower push works and prevails for Entropy. Why they weren't doing that from the start, we're never going to know.
Yeah, those are the things, like, you never know why they didn't do it earlier. Like, maybe this is their strategy, but just like the mid round, what the hell? My English is struggling. Adaptability? Is that the English word I'm looking for?
Adaptability.
Adaptability, wow, thank you. My English was struggling so much there. But yeah, that's like one of those things, like, it's not really mid-round, but more like mid-half round adaptability then in this case. And definitely worked out for Entropy, the slower approach, securing a bit more success rate for themselves, and at least getting those minimum 2 rounds on the board, which will provide some opportunity. Now they are the defending team.
Yeah, I am interested to see what Entropy are going to be doing on this defending side, because obviously we sort of have a very slow start to the attack. They won the last 2 rounds, but the first 4 were poor, shall we say. So I am interested to see what they are going to be doing on this defending side. Of course, we are going to see it momentarily, but I think just looking at the lineup that Entropy have brought, I am feeling a very aggressive play style that Entropy are going to bring here.
I mean, an aggressive playstyle from Entropy. We'll see how things are going. They are the defenders, and time works in the favor, so they don't need to be aggressive, but of course they always can be. And well, we have seen during attack, like a bit more of the like slower approach did help. We're here for the attacking side, for defending sides. Maybe the aggressiveness will turn out a little bit better. We'll see how Mafia Squad are able to deal with it.
Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Problem solving is going to be the key for Mafia Squad, and was a key element, excuse me, that Entropy was missing in their attacking half, and now don't have to do it as much. Entropy, though, finds the opening kill. Shinji finds that for them. As the main breach does try to get open, but the Twitch drone's coming in huge, getting rid of one of the mirror mirror windows. Let's try and maybe try and get the second. But these vertical holes now, I love these vertical holes because anyone will forget about them, and you'll walk in and you'll get shot from below. I'm a huge fan of them.
And it can be extremely, extremely strong, especially, like I said, when the attackers are not aware of it. In this case, Flores is aware of it, however, and if he uses it against the enemy, but then with Jewett and Shinji getting 1 kill each, Tom did get 1 kill through the verticality, but it's a bit more, the attacking side did suffer a bit more there, but with Kenzie then working his way to work things around, gets a kill on Jewett, brings us to the 3 versus 2, where it's still in the favor of the defensive team, but attackers are very close behind them.
Very close behind them, indeed. But one more to fall. That is, I believe, the ace of Kenzie. Now the 3 versus 1. Senzo finds one with that F2. Tries to find another, but impact and... Oh, no. Impact and then bullets is not what you're wanting. Finds... The 9x claims the kill, and it gives Entropy their 3rd round on the board.
Yeah, Banker's just in a very strong position to actually win the gunfight right there, which he just did. And yeah, like we said before, like with the 2-4 score, things can get very interesting for either of the 2 teams. Entropy just 1 point behind on their opponent, where they once were 4 points behind on their opponents. So Entropy definitely making a nice effort here to catch up with their opponents, as they've now won 3 rounds in a row. Will they make it a 4th? Will they bring this to an even score of a 4-4? Or will finally Mafia squad start fighting back from the offensive side?
We'll just have to wait and see. Wasn't much wrong with Mafia squad's attack that round. I mean, the only thing I'd have to say was that they just weren't coordinated enough with each other. So they couldn't play for each other's refrags. They couldn't play off of each other.
Yeah, that's definitely one thing that the side of Mafia squad could do better. Also from the side of Entropy, it was a pretty strong defense. Like what those verticalities being created, being very effective, even though they lost even though the attacking sides started to benefit from themselves, they still managed to get more kills of it. And yeah, just having the man count overall, like man count advantage overall throughout the round definitely helped Entropy to win this round.
But on to round 2 of Entropy's attacking half. Just have to wait and see. We can't initially tell what a team is going to be like after 1 round. It normally takes 2 to 3 rounds to see what kind of team they really are like on that side. So far, a strong side. However, Mafia squad in the building nice and quickly, taking that control, establishing that control. And that is something I do like to see. Playing hot on the tail of the Mozzie of Alpha.
Yeah, they seem to know that Mozzie is playing now. We saw yellow pings coming out and loads of damage. A bit of damage that being done to Afla, who just made it out in time. Just was in the right position to just get to cover a bit more quickly, and yeah, which allowed him to stay alive a bit longer. Phantom, however, does get 1 killer on Tiger. That's the ace loss, unfortunately, for the side of Mafia squad. Still 1 Heartbreacher remaining, which is the Termite with 1 charge remaining. But yeah, just the Heartbreach opportunities fairly limited right now.
Yeah, crucial kill coming out from Entropy, as you said. The ace of Tiger finds himself taken down off the board. That's going to make their attack quite hard if they haven't already gotten the walls open, if they haven't already gotten the main stuff they need open that can be reinforced. They've got the main wall open. They only have 1 more half bridge, and that is the exothermic charge in the pocket of Thermite. Speaking of Thermite, takes down 1. That's the 1 eye off the board of the defending side. Duet is going to try and get aggressive on this IT breach. He does find 1. That's your case drop. Is he going to find the second? The run out from the wall, but the whiff and the pistol will find him, will be his demise, and take him down to put it now to that 3 versus 3. Back to that even man count. A C4 out the window, detonate, won't find the kill, but will only find himself flashbanged. Oh my god, what a hectic few seconds.
A very hectic seconds, but the upcoming seconds are going to be even more hectic as there's only 40 seconds remaining and still 6 players, 3 on each side, and only one team can be victorious. Likely the round is going to be
Right
ending
now.
by the man count going down as Shinji gets killed. Senzo is unfortunately Phantom losing his life and actually getting the kill down Tom, and as Klein all left standing in a 1 versus 3, throws the flashbang, gives away his position, but still manages to find Afla, brings himself to the 2 versus 1 with 20 seconds remaining, gets damaged quite heavily, falls back outside, creates a bit of a distraction, and tries to find a way to the bomb site from the different direction. From here, potentially some opportunities as there's only very little time remaining. He finds one kill on Klein. It's a 1 versus 1. Does he have enough time to find that last player? He's running away to safety. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't have the diffuser. And defenders win the round based on time as they play it safe. And yeah, secure another point for themselves. And equalize the score with a 4-4.
Oh, the whiff. The whiff was horrible. Oh, no. It was... Oh.
Yeah, we've definitely seen better gunfights happen during other matches and other rounds. But even these things happen, and unfortunately, yeah, there's always one person who takes the most blame, who takes the what is it, like the humiliation mostly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in this case, it was the defensive player.
That was a strong round, though, from both sides. Defending side really showing that they can still put up a fight. But the attacking side edging just closer and closer, showing that they are still in this, despite losing 4 rounds in a row. But they are still in this. And they are still able to try and pull these rounds away from Entropy Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, if we follow the trends, like the same round history that we have seen from Entropy, like Entropy, first it was Mafia Squad winning 4 rounds in a row. Now it's Entropy winning 4 rounds in a row. That would kind of mean it's about time for Mafia Squad to start winning rounds again. Otherwise, Entropy is getting the better win streak compared to Mafia Squad.
Quite possibly.
So it would be a good moment for Mafia Squad to start waking up. Even if they do not yet, it's still not over yet. There will be enough rounds coming after this. But if Entropy would be able to win 5 rounds in a row, it will be a very nice accomplishment for them.
Entropy have a mountain to climb and they're only halfway up so far. They still have to push it over the line. But at an even scoreline so far, this can go in the favour of either team. Mafia Squad are taking a much more slow and methodical approach here, though. Making sure their drone work is on point, making sure they can catch out any of the sneaky little roamers, and playing off the info. However, they aren't going to get to do that as Duet takes 1 down and puts it into the favour, puts the man count already into the favour of Entropy, with only 1 minute and 10 seconds into the round, but already at 5v4.
Yeah, with Klein also losing quite a bit of HP, he will find himself in a tricky situation, but then does find the injury there on Shinji, the castle, who is now laying injured on the floor, potentially in a situation where he could be revived. But either way, he will not have much HP remaining anyway. But technically 4 versus 4, unless Shinji gets revived, kind of equalizes the main count and provides a fair battleground for either of the 2 teams. Bank is, however, getting very close to go for a potential revive. But Mackenzie getting killed on Afla, and Tom getting very close to the down player. Finds a kill on Shinji. Almost could have found a kill on Bankus as well. But Bankus escapes, stays alive a bit longer. Almost gets killed as well as he's trying to retrieve from the position. Waits a little bit longer, tries to get the kill there onto Tom, but it's Tom getting the kill instead. But Duet with the kill onto Tom. It's now 2 versus 3.
C4 from below to try and claw back what's left of the round. But still at a huge disadvantage, but Duet has something to say about it. Finds the 3rd of the round. Now puts it back to that 2 versus 2. Still off site, still running around and roaming. He's going to try and make a rotate back into site. He's just going to tear down this castle barricade. He has to try and get back to site to help his teammate out. They're aware. The attackers are going to try and go for an execute, but they're so split up. They're so much apart. Someone drops down into lobby, and now they're getting ready to go for an execute. There's Duets to find the 4th. Only 1 kill away from getting the round, and only 1 kill away from the ace. The first ace, and what could be the only ace here, Max, in this in this semi-final so far. The 1 versus 2 trying to make sounds. Clay is the only one left. Gets the shot off to the head in the 1 versus 1. Doesn't have the diffuser in hand though with only 3 seconds left. The mirror, all he has to do, Duet has to stay tucked, has to play safe. Doesn't go for the ace before the round.
What a way to work things around for Entropy Gaming. Entropy Gaming, after being down 0-4, they now managed to win 5 rounds in a row and finally gain the lead by bringing the score to 5-4. Only 1 round away from the map points, only 2 rounds away from winning this first map. Entropy has really managed to find their mistakes, find a way to improve themselves. And with the score, they will now have the lead and potentially the momentum to even end this map very, very soon.
What a round. A 4K, almost an ace. And now Entropy lead for the first time in this map. This is going to go to map. I'm feeling map 3 already. I'm already feeling that. I'm calling it now. We're going to map 3.
Hey man, it's Friday evening. We got loads of time anyway, like much more time than we would have had on Tuesday when this match was originally scheduled to take place. So bring it on. Give me the full 3 maps. But this first map, which was picked by Entropy, is definitely starting to look towards going in their favor.
Entropy are just a strong team. They had a rough start, but winning 5 rounds in a row, I would swiftly try and move on to just closing this map out, closing it out completely. Bring in Twitch, got rid of that mute jammer, allowing them to open up the garage wall, which is going to put a whole load of pressure onto anyone that's playing on site, or even roaming, cutting off their primary rotate point back to site. Opening up that IT wall as well.
Yeah, Tech is peeling away those layers of defense already fairly quickly. Nice collaboration there between the Termite and the Twitch, which allows them to open up those walls very, very fast. Ace Charge coming out as well to deny those mirror windows, to open up the mirror windows and deny those strong positions from the defensive side. And well, this way the attackers are setting up for a very nice entry towards the building, like just peeling away those layers of defense, after which they can safely enter and make it even more difficult for the defenders to hold their grounds. I'm very excited to see how this will go for the attacking side, but things are actually starting out well as well, as Bankers gets taken out as first by Senzo. Open kill for Senzo there, already bringing us to a 4 versus 5.
Duet's the man that went so big last round, playing upstairs with that Vector in hand, and is aware of at least one player's position. The question is, are they aware of his? Kenzie is going to try and swing round. He's going to be met by the Vector of Duet. Back onto the mirror window as well. Ring around the roses in the mix of all of this. Sinji finds himself 1. Duet finds 1 more. In quick succession.
Yeah, the Man Avenger that he gained unfortunately lost already, but with Senzo getting a beautiful double kill, securing his 3rd for a round, the man count got equalized with Phantom and taking out Senzo. It's all coming out to Taiga. Taiga in a difficult position gets found by Jewett, and that's yet again another round for the side of Entropy Gaming. The 6th round in a row, and that's a map point for Entropy Gaming as well, as the score is now 6-4. And yeah, this means Entropy Gaming only needs 1 more round to take their first map, their own map pick home, and put themselves on 1-0 in terms of map points.
1 round away from an extraordinary comeback. From 4-0 down to what could be a 7-4 map score.
Yeah, just
ridiculous.
Just think about it. Like, this map is definitely defensive favorite, but so far, like, at least we could expect to at least see 1 round on the offense going in the favor of Mafia Squad. And they did get close a few times. Every single time, whenever Mafia Squad managed to secure the advantages, it's Entropy just fighting back even harder and just managing to work around the rounds towards the favor anyway, and still get the points towards themselves in their favor. It's, yeah, just Mafia Squad not getting a single point on the offense yet. It's about time they start doing so. I mean, it's definitely about time that they start doing so, because they need to, because if they lose a single round from now on, they will lose this first map, So I'm definitely hoping that we will see Mafia Squad find some success on the offense. So otherwise, we will soon go to map 2, which is going to be, let me just quickly take a peek, Bank.
Bank from that too. Now, Bank's going to be interesting because it plays very similarly to Nighthaven in the sense of, again, how big it is. I think we spoke about this in the pre-show. But it plays very similarly, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens on Bank. But let's not worry about it too much because, well, we're still here in Nighthaven, maybe only for one more round. But an interesting pick here. Maverick has been brought out for the first time in this matchup. Finally, a nice little adaptation.
And Maverick, an operator we don't see that often anymore, especially after the introduction of the secondary EMP nade, but still a very strong operator, especially in those situations where a player can stand on stairs and just look straight through his holes and be in a very strong position. Like one of those, you tend to see that one as well is Attic on Oregon, for example. But talking about Afla, he gets a kill there on Tom, almost got a second, but it's Tiger getting the kill on Afla instead, which brings us to 4 versus 4, with Senzo getting another kill on Bank, his second kill as well onto Duet, so 2 versus 3. In the favor of Mafia Squad, we were talking about it, they need to find some success on the offense, and if they're going to do it, it's going to be this round.
1 versus 3, Entropy crumble, the Entropy dynasty. Gone, done, dusted just for 1 round though, as Mafia gang do find 1 more round, and I'm going to try and now 1 more round away from trying to push it to overtime.
Yeah, I almost tend to forget, with Entropy winning 6 rounds in a row, it almost feels like they were like ahead of their opponents so incredibly far. But it was only a 6-4, and now it's only a 6-5. Mafia Squad is only 1 round behind their opponent, and they just won their first round on the offense. They have finally gained some momentum, finally got some confidence at the moment they needed the most, and with that confidence and potentially the momentum which they might be able to maintain, they are in a very good situation to potentially win yet another offensive round and bring this map to a 6-6, which would mean overtime. I would love to see some overtime, especially early on into the match, because that will really prove how well and equally matched these 2 teams are.
Yeah, both teams, as you said, equally matched in both strength and weaknesses. 2, if I'd have to say, titans.
Yeah.
Where, and then they're facing off against each other and only one can go through. This is a story that everyone loves. One thing I do like here coming out though from Entropy is the Valkyrie. Struggling a little bit on the info side. So bringing that Valkyrie hopefully helps them so much.
Valkyrie, definitely a strong operator. That one we haven't seen yet this map so far, and we don't see as often anymore. But without an IQ on the offensive side, things are going to be definitely tricky to deal with her. Continuously getting information onto the offensive side is definitely going to help Entropy and potentially cause some surprise elements for the offensive side.
Nothing really going on at the moment. For either side, as there's a bit of a slower start. The Selma charges are going to be opening up the mirror window, or trying to open up the mirror window, and are unsuccessful as C4 does deny that. Also pushes anyone back that were trying to walk up the gridlocks as well. Going to be thrown down into the hallway. Selma charges back onto the mirror window, going to get it open. And now it's going to restrict those positions. Shots being shot through the mirror window.
Yeah, I was still only 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining. Almost half of the round expired. Only a little bit of damage was dealt onto Phantom, but as I'm saying, that's Alpha getting their first kill for this round onto Kenzie in the favor of Entropy. Opening kill in their favor, exactly when they need it, if they want to end this map right here or right now. But if it's up to Mafia Squad, of course, they're not going to give up yet. They're going to give maximum effort, which is not going their way so far, as Taiga also unfortunately gets injured. But Kleina with a kill on Alpha, it might still be possible.
Senzo finds himself taken down. Tiger injured, yet to be confirmed though. Could potentially get picked up on Raptors. Confirmed by 1, but Clayton finds his second of the round as he does get that refrag into the 3 versus 2. Tom finds himself incredibly weak. And Entropy looking to try and just close out this map as Klein jumps out the window. Going to rotate round to the IT breach with only 45 seconds left. Does have the diffuser in pocket. He is going to have to try and get a plant down, find these kills.
Yeah, limited time, limited HP, limited opportunities for the side of the Mafia squad, and especially if Tom gets taken out and also Shinji gets a kill on Klein. It's very, very clear that Entropy is winning this very first map of today with a 7-5 score. An incredibly close match, but yeah, also very decisive. Entropy, the winner for this map. There can only be one, which means we will go to another map for today, the second map for today, which is going to be Bank.
Yeah, second map, for, as you said, for today. Bank. No camera.
Yeah, you look a bit yellow.
Bank is the second map for today. It's going to be interesting because, as we keep saying, it plays very similarly to Nighthaven. I'm excited. I like Bank. I'm a big fan of Bank. So I'm really, really excited to see what people are going to do.
Bank as well is one of those lesser picked maps within this competition, so I'm very excited to see that map as well. So we will find out how Bank will go in a minute. Let's just now take a quick break so we can prepare for that second map and we can fix your camera. So after a short break of about 5 minutes, we'll be back where we can then go to Bank. So see you guys in a minute. And welcome back, everyone. We're back here for the second map of this evening, this beautiful match, which has been going on between Entropy Gaming and Mafia Squad. We have just seen them play the first map on Nighthaven Labs, the pick by Entropy, which was won by Entropy Gaming with a 7-5. It almost looked like it was going to set up Mafia Squad, but then suddenly, after it was an 0-4, Entropy Gaming had other plans, worked things around completely, and managed to turn things into that 7-5, which caused them to win the first map. Felicity, what do you think?
Yeah, Entropy, slow start, rocky start.
Definitely.
4-0 down. It just was not a good start for them, but to come all the way back and finish up the map 7-5, they won 6 rounds in a row, dropped one, and then won the one consecutively after is crazy.
Yeah.
And well, if that doesn't put them as my favourites moving into the second map to win it and close out this series 2-0, I don't know what will.
Yeah, indeed. And just before we hop into this second map of today, let's just quickly take a look at one of the visuals that we didn't have any time to look at before we started with the first map, which is the predictions done by both the community and our production crew. So let's take a look how things went. We can see it right now on our screen. We can see it's 75% in the favor of Entropy overall, but also the majority of the production crew voting for Entropy. I believe there was only 1 or 2 members voting for Mafia Squad right there on the first page. Yeah, it's Nanos and Voids, and it's actually me. Oh, I actually forgot me myself voting for Mafia Squad in this case. Where the rest has been voting for Entropy. I mean, I'm not giving up on Mafia Squad yet. I like Entropy. I like them as a team. But I do have some faith for Mafia Squad as well, especially before this match, before we started with the first map. I did have a lot of faith in Mafia Squad, and that faith hasn't run out yet because it was a very first close map. And given the fact that Bank is the map pick of Mafia Squad, there is some opportunity for them.
Yeah, and as you said, it's a very close map. It was a very close first map. Just, for both teams. Yes, Entropy won it, but we have to remember this is Mafia Squad going nearly to overtime against probably one of the best teams in ESA Cup. Just end off.
That's
so, yeah, it's been a while, right, Max?
Yes.
It's one of the best teams. So very, very strong and convincing start. But map 1 is done. So map 2 we go. It's Bank.
Yeah, Bank, like you already said, lovely map within the map pool at the moment, and one we haven't seen too many times yet. Like we have seen it more than what was it again? Than Nighthaven Labs, the one that we've seen previously. But still, it's one of those underpicked maps. A total of 4 times only, and I believe that is already including today's map pick as well. So actually, that means it's played just as much as Nighthaven Labs. Yeah, just as much as Nighthaven Labs even. So it's one of those underpicked maps, the least picked maps even, together with Border and Nighthaven. So I'm very excited to see today.
Habana, Ying, Solus, Fenrir are our bans. Standard.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to say, is there? Standard bans, normal bans. Nothing out of the ordinary. You'd expect it for Bank.
Yeah, especially for example that Hibana. That's one of like the in general within the competitive scene. Like Hibana, it's one of those bands you tend to see a bit less, except for two maps really, which are Bank and then Clubhouse in some cases, where I mean there's like lots of impact tricking happening. There's quite a few hatches that are important, but so is Bank, and those are the maps where you tend to see Hibana a lot, but also see her band a lot as well. So not too much of a surprise here, and yeah, like you said, very regular, normal operator bands.
I am excited for this map. Like, one of my favorite maps in the game.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite maps. You know, my favorite is Chalet, and then it's probably Bank. I absolutely love this map. I just think it's such a unique map in terms of it's so big. You can be so free and you can run around and really not be punished for it. It's quite fun. And plus, Echo gets a lot of play in comp, especially, and that makes it quite interesting because Echo is a very, in my opinion, underrated operator.
Yeah, and with the big map, we're also seeing some attackers being picked that make total sense towards the big map. Of course, Jackal like clearing the map very easily and quickly. We're seeing Amaru who can enter the map quickly, but also Zero who can create some overview by placing his camera in certain angles to create some overview for the attacking team. But there at the same time, there's Valkyrie, kind of like the same as that Zero, but then for the defensive side, who can place those cameras to, again, create information, find information. And talking about Amaru who can enter quickly, she can. There's however a Mossy wave who unfortunately didn't land his shots. And well, after that, Shinji with very little HP still got the kill, and instead of the kill on Bank, that brings us to a 4 versus 4 already.
Amaru could enter the building quickly, but almost exited it just as quickly. Landed the last shot though, and well, caused them to leave the server. We might have to take a bit of a technical pause after this, but that's fine. Into the 4 versus 4, the man count was restored very, very quickly. Shinji, the lone man on the top floor in the CEO office, doing some drone work, does find the Valk in stock, gonna try and rotate round, gonna try and catch him up on the rotate, don't think he's gonna be quick enough, or the Valk is just gonna remain there, stay there, looking to try and find that kill, and she is. She's just sat there.
Yeah, just sitting there, just a bit of a stalemate here, just mostly gathering information, gaining control, peeling away some defensive layers. Alpha's just waiting for any defensive player to make his way into the hallway. They know there's a player stuck in stock trading, and they're trying to push him out, trying to push him towards Alpha and kind of trap him and punish him for playing on the roam. But with Joe leaving his position, I mean, there's not too much pressure here for, what was it again, for the player who was stuck there in stock and can just continue to waste time more and more.
Finally, the stock player finds himself taken down. Duet finds that kill, but Shinji to be instantly refragged upon puts it back to that 3 versus 3. And now and only now are they really only going to start getting the hatches open. Alpha going to try and sprint into the garage. He's aware of the Echo that was on cams. Going to get some advancements into it. Shot through the glass, through the car, finds himself taken down. One more to fall. Phantom follows his teammate into the grave and leaves it to that 1 versus 3 now. All up to Duet. We've seen him pop off in the first map. Is he going to pop off this second? Finds 1. That's his second on the round. Is he going to try and find the third? So the mirror, who's now playing behind the mirror window, reloads the MP7. He's going to try and sneak around the bomb chassis. Doesn't find him. Tiger takes him down. It's the first round to Mafia squad.
Yeah, beautiful attempt there from Jewett in that clutch situation, which definitely was possible, and he did his best, but unfortunately, he didn't succeed. And Mafia squad indeed securing their first round, which they can use very, very well, because of course they lost the previous map just a few minutes ago with that 5-7 score, or 7-5 rather. So it's a good start for Mafia squad. They can definitely use it, and I hope there's more where that's coming from, so we can hopefully see that third map as well.
I think we could possibly see a third map considering how close the rounds overall have been so far in Nighthaven. And well, this first round here, despite it being that the 1v3, it was still very, very close. Went down to the 1v2, and well, the rest is history. But one or 2 kills into the opposite direction, and the round is won.
Yeah, with Mafia squad having a good start on the defense and now going to their second defensive route, obviously on a different bomb site where they are going to the top floor. An understandable second pick for this map, and I'm very curious to see how they will do. Once again, the echo coming out, which I mean was useful the previous round. Of course, we didn't really see his gadgets being used towards the end of the round, but still the information gathered using the drone was useful. But potentially, even if Echo decides to play far offside and stays alive long enough, his utility can be a huge problem for the attacking side.
And that is one thing Bank does rely on heavily, especially on the defending side, is that utility that was just mentioned. It's because, again, of how big the map is. Operators like Azami and Castle are so useful because they can deny so much map control.
Yeah, map control, important thing, especially these days where also time is a very important factor, and the more map control you have, especially as a defender, the more time you can waste and leave limited time available for the attacking team. But when Knock already entering the building very quickly, she is in a position where she can potentially do loads of damage very early on. It doesn't even seem like the Mama is aware of this position, as he's just right around the corner of that Nomad. With the Twitch drone also already inside, the information should be known that he's playing in there, and I'm wondering where this Knock is playing at the moment. But we might not find out, but that would have been a nice opportunity there for the attacking side.
Yeah, the Knock snuck up the square
There we go.
stairs, but hasn't snuck away
Whoa.
around and find one. The Tiger finds two, takes down the sneaky Knock, and one more with an incredible shot. But it's that 3 versus 5 now, in favor of the defending side. Wow.
Ooh.
I have no words, but a floor bang to try and
Yeah.
claw back the man advantage. Duet claims that one. And now with a minute and 23 seconds on the clock, the attackers have a substantial amount of work to do, but a lot of time to do it.
Yeah, still 3 versus 4, now working their way up to the spiral stairs, but with the player still stuck into the inside of the elevator, that's going to be a bit important. But also Claim playing very close by. He finds Afla, takes him out as well. Therefore, Thomas still able to stand in this elevator a bit longer. Finally gets found, gets taken care of. Those echo drones can no longer be used to disrupt any attackers, but can still gather the information. But Claim gets a kill on Phantom, and Senzo gets a kill on Duet. It's yet again another round going to the orange team of Mafia squads, putting the score on 0-2.
Quick round, but a convincing round for Mafia squad. We've been here before. A close first round and then a convincing second. I'm getting flashbacks here.
Yeah, I mean, just remember how the very first map of today started, which was Nighthaven Labs. It started out with an 0-4 score in the favor of Mafia squads, who was also playing as a defending team at that point. So definitely the defensive side favoring Mafia squad so far, as they only gained 1 point during the offense in the previous map. So yeah, it's Mafia squad making the most out of their defensive rounds so far, and just hoping that they can get enough rounds on the boards to have a chance once they go to the offense. But for those first 2 rounds, they have been doing well to achieve their goals.
Yeah, Mafia squad they're such a strong defending team. That we're seeing the same sort of, I can already see the sort of same trend appearing that it was in the last map, where they have such a strong couple rounds, and then Entropy are going to take a little while to adapt. Once they've figured out what they actually need to do, they're going to come through and absolutely steamroll. And I'm thinking this is going to be the same trend again. Moving into this tertiary bomb site, open area, a very good site, a very underrated site. I think it's actually a very, very strong site overall.
Yeah, just the problem is like the top floor control. Like it's an important thing for defensive sides to maintain, because like once from there they can kind of defend the bomb set from above. But at the same time, once the attackers have gained control over the top floor, they can make it very difficult for the defenders to play on site, especially with players like Bankers in play who can just destruct the floor so easily, and also with the breaching charge and the Phantom. It's just very difficult to play on site once those floorings are open. It's like with the verticality, with the lines of sight that are then being created. You don't want to run around site anymore.
They brought me a Maru again, who can as we saw in the first round, quick to enter the building, but can leave even quicker. But they are going to be in the building nice and quickly. Claim, though, confirming. Hit the first kill onto the Amaru. One more. Tiger follows up quickly onto Alpha. Sorry. But it's a 3 versus 5. Quick early into the round, and it's going to make the attacker's job really, really hard now. So they do a lot of work at a serious man disadvantage.
Yeah, man, this adventure they need to work with. Luckily, they still have the Jackal, for example, available, who can still help and track and locate some of those defenders, after which they can try to find some kills onto them and to equalize their main count. And also, a Banker still alive with that run drone. He can open up the floor a bit more to just peel away some of those defensive layers and make it like more difficult, like I said before, to play on site. Also, the Ace still in play, who can open up some reinforced walls or hatches. Bankers not getting a kill on Claim is at least one step in the direction to equalize the main count as now 3 versus 4.
Clawing back what's left, the attackers are. However, still a lot to do. Now, I just noticed something that was a bit strange. The stock hatch is soft. Normally, if you're playing it closed, you obviously play it reinforced, or you play it open. That's a bit of a strange move, but oh well. We'll roll with it. There's Army of Tigers playing below, looking to try and get a kill on the vertical hole. It's damage, is forced to move away. This Jackal being used in full effect, with only one more scan left in his pocket, is getting information of players' positions. One more to fall, it's Tom off the board.
Yeah, now suddenly with only 25 seconds remaining, the man count has been equalized. Also in terms of damage and HP, it's quite equal. But as Azami unfortunately falls, it's a triple kill for Bankus. And now there's only 2 defenders left standing on site. Senzo, however, finds Bankus, takes him out, stops his killing spree, where Phantom now is going to attempt to plant the diffuser, and Jouet is trying to cover him. Diffuser goes down, timer now starts taking a disadvantage of the defending team. The defenders now need to find the diffuser, dismantle and take down the attackers who are trying to defend it as long as they can. And while the time really starts ticking down in the favor of the attacking team. 25 seconds remaining. Jouet just knowing where both of the defenders are, but he cannot hold every single angle, finds a mirror, and at the same time it's Phantom with the other kill there on Senzo. Secures the first round here for the side of Entropy Gaming and puts the score on 1-2. That's a better start for Entropy Gaming compared to Nighthaven Labs.
Yeah, a better start for Entropy, and hopefully they continue strong. 2-1 at the moment. We're going to get to see the defenders resight in CCTV. There's not really much to say. It was a great round from both sides, and Entropy just came out stronger.
Yeah, definitely. And Entropy just finally secured that first point. So 1-2, good start for a map. Like, you can really go either way from here. Like, not one team staying behind as long as they did on Nighthaven. And but now Locker CCTV being picked again, a bomb site, of course, that was played before by Mafia Squad, and won before by Mafia Squad. They are now playing on familiar grounds where they might be a bit more comfortable to play, and also might be a bit stronger. But at the same time, Entropy did get a taste of their defensive setup and might know a little bit better on how to work their way around it.
We are just going to have to see what the plan is for this defending side. If they are going to adapt or if they're going to stick to what worked the first time round. Mozzie is being brought out. I don't think we saw Mozzie the first time we came here.
More insertion.
2
5 seconds to insertion.
Sorry?
I can't remember if we saw Mozzie or
Attackers are moving out to
in the
locate.
first game or if this is.
I think we have seen him play before one time at least. I mean, definitely previous map. For this map, I think.
Yeah.
I think we did see him before, but I'm not 100% sure. One operator that we did see before, however, is Amaru, was already making her quick entry one time again. 2 defenders currently on the top floor. We're just waiting for any attacker to make the quick entry to create a bit of a surprise attack. Impacts being thrown to make a quick rotation, and it's on my secure that first kill. Amaru again, quick entry, quick death, not paying off.
I'm not entirely sure, you know,
Ooh, wow.
if I had to pinpoint something going wrong, but I'm kind of feeling that, you know, this Amaru ain't working. It's only worked one of these 4 rounds now, and I think it might be best to you know, ditch it Although,
Yeah.
4 versus 3 now for the attacking side.
Yeah, like the Amara is very useful. Like if you have a clear plan, if you're going to know what to do with her, like once you're in, like getting a quick entry. I mean, that's nice, but it's not going to get you the win. Like as long as you have like the drone information where the defenders are playing, and Amara knows exactly where to go and what to do. Once she's inside, then she's useful. But every single time she enters and is just waiting to do something, like that's not working. She needs to have a clear plan and needs to do something, because the quick entry in the end is not worth picking her really.
Yeah, it's just not worth it. But a 4 versus 2, a strong attacking round for Entropy Gaming. They have opened up the lobby hatch or the vault hatch, whatever you want to call it. Potentially looking to drop, but no. One rotates off. It's the Thatcher to remain there. Might try and go for a drop. Could potentially be a site collapse here as Duet finds one more. The man has not stopped the gunning so far in this matchup. One drops onto site, not sure who that was. He's going to try and cause some mayhem and finds Tiger, closes out the round. That's an Entropy Gaming round if I've ever seen one myself.
Yeah, Entropy working to basically come back from the 0-2 they were behind from earlier. Way sooner the comeback coming this time for Entropy compared to the previous map. Just after 2 rounds losing, they now managed to win 2 rounds in a row, equalizing the score and putting it on a 2-2 equal score. So this map is definitely starting out way closer from the very beginning. And well, with Entropy at least scoring those two rounds on the offense, they have done their bare minimum, where it's really up to Mafia squad to at least secure like 2 more rounds to have a 2-4 split, which could still be considered good for them as well.
Yeah, as you said, really close start so far.
Attackers need to locate and defuse.
And close starts is exactly what we're hoping for, especially when it comes down to the semifinals. Because don't forget, there's only 4 teams currently still in the race, of which one team, MDF, already lost their semifinal. It's still in the race, of course, as they can still compete for the 3rd place. But I mean, the best 4 teams, those are the ones that are left in the competition. All the other ones have already been sent home. And of course, both of these 2 great teams want to have a place in that grand final, taking place on Sunday. And this is really what they're fighting for. They're giving their absolute best. There's no point in saving threats anymore, really. He's not going to get a second chance. And, like I said, starting out with a 2-2 on the second map is just a great start for such a beautiful map.
Great start, especially for both sides, as you said, 2-2. Neutral score, even score at the moment. Yamaru, guys, Yamaru's not working.
Yeah. One thing that we have said before, of course, something that the teams weren't hearing as they're not listening into this cast. But yeah, Amara is definitely an operator they should consider not taking anymore. But at the same time, Afla and Klein getting 1 kill each. Shinji adding another one to the side of Entropy. So a 4 versus 3, 4 versus 2 as Bankus adds another. And suddenly it's Tom and Taiga, 2 defenders playing on side, heavily anchoring, of course, given their operator and role. I mean, the attackers will now get a lot of free place and free space to get control over the building, especially with the Jekyll in play. They will soon find out there's no roamers to deal with anymore. Tiger, however, replacing himself or repositioning himself towards the blue sets from where he can do some damage, but at the same time, Tom did get a kill and brought the man count a little bit closer to each other.
3 versus 2. Now, as we move into the final 1 minute and 55 seconds of the round. Entropy with the man advantage, and we've seen what they can do when they have this advantage. They can absolutely steamroll. They can snowball effectively and superbly. The question is, are they going to be able to do it this time? With no hard breaching gadgets in pocket, they are unable to get any hatches open. They are going to have to try and force the gunfight. Tiger finds himself a kill. The Phantom's instantly refrag, puts it into this 2 versus 1 as Ash is in Red Hall. Both are in sight. We're going to see Phantom trying to get this plant down now on the A-bomb site.
Attackers are activating
Red Hall looks to try and find the Ash player who is behind us. Alva taken off the board. We're in a post-plant situation. 1 versus 1. Nazul has to try and attack his own bomb site. Phantom play is playing in server. Is going to try and play for the plant denial. Is going to try and swing off the contact. Obviously, you know, Tom playing nice and close to the door. The shots are going to give away his position. Phantom playing nice and safe, nice and quiet. Tom isn't aware of his position. Phantom's going to swing out, find the head of Tom, close out the round for Entropy, and it gives Entropy the lead for the first time in this match.
Yeah, very well played by the Thatcher, just staying put, staying tight, not making a single bit of noise in the corner. Like little did Echo know that he was right around that corner, just a little few more meters, and Echo would have been able to locate the Thatcher and try to go for the gunfight, which would have potentially allowed him to win this round. But yeah, with the Thatcher just staying put and just taking it very, very safe, Entropy Gaming secured themselves another round and have gained a lead for this map and won 3 rounds on the attack. Let me just quickly take a look at the statistics for ESA Cup for the map bank. It's a 64% defensive win rate. So the fact that Entropy Gaming already secured at least 3 rounds so far is a very, very good thing about them.
Yeah, the what Entropy have already done, already accomplished the bare minimum when they got the first 2 rounds. Anything now is a bonus.
Really, yeah.
We could be seeing a 4-2 split in the favor of the attacking side, which is pretty much unheard of here on Bank.
Yeah, like I said, 64%. That's one of the most defensive favorite maps that we have within our competition. I think the only map that really tops that would be what's the game? What I was about to say would be we have 64. Actually, no, that is the most defensive favorite map that we have within our competition. Actually. So yeah, the fact that they have secured 3 rounds already is a very good thing. They're just hoping that Mafia Spot manages to win at least this final defensive round for themselves to turn things into 3 versus 3, which provides an opportunity for them once they go to the offense. Because if they don't, then things get very, very tricky, and this match might be over before we even want to, and then we might not even see that third map, which we are hoping for.
Yeah, as you said, let's hope Mafia Sword can get his last round though. Things are going to get messy very, very quickly, and Entropy are then able just to snowball and just pretty much win out the defensive half completely. Sinji is going to throw in some concussion grenades, but he is going to result in him concussing himself. But he is aware that someone is playing tucked close by the window, has been forced to move off of them, and it is his army of Senzo, who now plays in CEO office, or CO.
Meanwhile, also Ace opening up those walls towards the elevator wide hallway, just peeling away those lines of sight, opening those lines of sight all the way from the garage ramp to the western side of the map, where you can go into the repo and have a very nice line of sight all the way down the hallway. Of course, there's still the deployable shield, there's still the elevator for the Echo to hide himself into, but with Phantom then getting a kill on Taiga, it's once again a defender losing his life early on.
Oh, Clayton, a kill all the way from Trump onto the rappel, finds one, a nade as well, to claim one more. Sinji to find himself one more as well. It's kills within quick succession, puts us at 4 versus 2 in favor of Entropy. And here, Max, I think we are going to see this 4-2 split in favor of the attacking side. As one more falls, Clayton, the guy that didn't stop gunning, finally has fallen, having a bit more of a slower map. Senzo finds one more, Shinji off the board. One more! Senzo finds one more, puts it to the 2 versus 1. Very, all of a sudden, winnable now, just from finding 2 kills. Still has to clear up 2 more, but are they aware of his position? I don't think they are. They have sent a drone out. Still yet to be drones, though, in this 1 versus 2, with only 40 seconds left on the clock. Time very much in his favour. Mag now is not though. Some shots taken out, shots are traded, nothing to be landed though as the IQ goes for the swing, but it's Duet to claim that kill off of a red ping, and we see a 4-2 split in favour of the attacking side.
Yeah, the unimaginable thing happening for a map that defensive favorite. So very, very good job done here by Entropy Gaming. But at the same time, it's not over yet. What Entropy Gaming can do can technically also be done by Mafia squads. We have seen on previous map that defense is their stronger side. So a bit disappointing to only see 2 rounds coming from them. But at the same time, it's a very different map. Things might have changed by now. And don't count Mafia Squad out yet, as they just only need 2 rounds to equalize the score and another 2 rounds to reach the map point.
What is it with these teams and Amaru?
I guess Amaru has been very popular at the moment. Yeah, like I guess it just has to do with the bigger map, I guess. Like just the time that you can kind of win safe by entering quickly. I think that's one way that we tend to see Amaru a bit more often. but
I just think it's a big and unnecessary risk that needs to be taken.
yeah.
Because
Like,
like I just have no words for it. Like, yes, you're like, of course, like you're right. It saves so much time. You just get into the building nice and quick. But then again, if you misjoin, there's no like chance you're finding that you're finding like that lucky kill, even if it's a misjoin. Sometimes you get that lucky kill where you just have the better aim at the time. There's no chance that it's if you misdrone and someone Amaru's in, it's a certain death because
Yeah.
there is no chance you have the luck to be able to get a kill.
Yeah, indeed. Like, there's two things. Like, yeah, first of all, yeah, like the risk that comes with it, but at the same time, like what we've seen with Entropy Gaming, it also doesn't really benefit them too much. And even Amaru, even going for the repel, like, makes us wonder why she's going for the Amaru in the first place. Like, she's not utilizing her ability here really, and won't get really any other chance to do so that much. Really, so yeah, interesting to see, but at the same time, attackers are however getting ready to enter building. Jackal, one of the first to enter, getting ready to find information, find any defender still playing up top. There was one before, I'm not sure whether he's still there, but Jackal will likely find out soon if the player is still.
Sinji is playing in the mid floor in admin, lurking below, nice and sneakily. He's going to try and find himself one kill. However, the attackers are yet to move down into the mid floor. One thing we have, speaking of the mid floor, Sinji finds Senzo as they move down. One more to fall as well. Kenzie finds himself taken down. And before I was rudely interrupted by the kills. One thing we have to mention is Grim is being picked up for the first time in its entire matchup across both maps. We haven't seen him yet, which is going to be interesting to see what they do with them.
Yeah, Grim definitely got a bit more interesting to play, a bit stronger to play over the past month or so. But we haven't definitely been seeing that much. Tom now currently playing as him, looking for the first kill, finds Bankers, but there's a second one playing right around the corner, just a bit further back in open area. Tyke also with a kill on F-Flower, evening the man counts, bring us to the 3 for the 3. But the question is, do they know about Shinji playing here in open area? They should, as he did get a kill before. But with the Jackal being taken care of, information is lost. And yeah, like, as long as he's staying put, he is wasting a lot of time and might be able to go for a surprise kill. As long as he's not being
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Wow.
You think they weren't aware of him? Finds one, instantly to be refragged by Kalen though. Puts it at 2 versus 2.
Yeah, 2 versus 2, 35 seconds remaining, an equal man count. Both defenders likely playing on site. Yes, they are. So attackers just need to go downstairs, locate those defenders, and go for the execute. Klein with the diffuser in hands has some utility, even some harvest utility, where Taiga has utilized all of his. So with 20 seconds, they need to find those defenders, work their way to the bomb site, to try to go for a plant, which will prove to be very tricky.
9 seconds left. Playin is in sight. He's gonna have to try and get this defuse down.
He's so low.
So low. I think this is a defender round. He was so low.
Yeah, and at this point, Entropy Gaming just seems unstoppable. Like, it was Mafia Squad securing those first 2 rounds, but then again, Entropy Gaming fighting back, equalizing the score, and then not like once equalized, not even stopping, continuing their win streak, and yet again they are on a 5-round win streak, doing even better than on the previous map. And with them being on track like this, it's a 5-2. Just need one more point to reach match point really for them, and 2 more to even win this match against their opponent. So Mafia Squad really needs to step up the game right now. Might even need to call out a tactical timeout to find a way to beat Entropy Gaming, because if they're going to wait much longer, it's just going to be over for them.
I'm running. I'm struggling for words because Mafia Squad are, I don't want to say it, struggling now. We saw them have such a convincing defending and attacking half in the last map, almost bringing it to overtime. They were 6-4 down, they brought it to 6-5, and very almost got its overtime. It was a very close last round. To now being complete opposite of the other map, now being 5-2 down, it's actually quite and not even that, struggling to hold their own in rounds is concerning to me, because now we're seeing them struggle more and more and more. And let's be honest, going 4-2 on the defending side, you only getting 2 rounds on the defending side on Bank was already setting off alarm bells for me.
Yeah.
I'm scared a little bit.
I am definitely scared as well. Like, I was hoping for the third map, and I did even predicted Mafia Squad to win this match, but definitely Entropy proving otherwise. But yet their final rounds that will prove their points. Like, it still needs to be made. So Entropy Gaming on a good track. Need 2 more rounds to win this map and match and secure their spot in the grand finals, where the members of Mafia Squad are making a nice quick entry, especially with the Snook. Yeah, really have a big job to do.
Yeah, they have so much work to do. An unreal amount of work to do. However, they are only at the base of the mountain so far.
They are indeed on the base of the mountain. Loads of work to do with attackers, like, still barely getting any control now, making their first entry, really getting the first bit of control onto the map. Still every single defender still alive, not a single bit of damage being dealt either. Still 145 seconds on the clock, so attackers need to start peeling away those layers of defensive setup, which Tom likely has been doing as he did use his utility, but Phantom getting injured, that's a good start for the attacking side, as they need those opening kills to potentially do some real damage here.
Tiger finds himself taken down 4 versus 4 now, and we were talking about the Grim being picked for the first time. We get to see him again. He's actually going to get to use his bees this time. Kenzie is down below. The knock is going to be trying to get a backstab, trying to find anyone that's on the roam. Little does he know. Don't think anyone is on the roam. Don't think anyone is trying to go for the sneaky backstab. I'm incorrect. The Mozzie is playing in Archive. Knock is aware. Jiggle peeks to the secondary peek, finds the kill. Warden swings onto Senzo, who is somehow in sight, comes off in a disadvantage, finds himself taken down. A flashbang into long desk, full blinding duet multiple times over. Senji finds the prone to Senzo. The prone Grim takes him down, puts us for 2 versus 3. More of a convincing round here from Mafia Squad.
And Mafia Squad still here on the man advantage, but time is starting to get low, and especially as Shinji gets a kill on Clanes now, man count equalized. Tomo, however, did get enough as destructive to try and go for the plant, but as Jewett finds Tom, the plant has been cancelled, and it's all coming out of Kenzie. Lonely here on the bomb site, diffuser on the floor, 2 defenders who know exactly where it is. They are low in HP, however, so 1 or 2 bullets per person would take them out. But Kenzie, with limited time, needs to find those first and actually do the work here. Defusing will not be an option, and he just needs to go for the kills. 9 seconds to do so, and unfortunately doesn't secure a single. And that's Entropy Gaming getting another point on the board, even though it started to seem like Mafia Squad was finally finding some success. It has been denied by Entropy Gaming, and they're now finding themselves on map/match point and potentially secure the spot into the grand finals.
Match and series point, as you said, for Entropy, and a big one. This is, for all the marbles. As you said, this next round secures them a spot into the grand finals, and it sends Mafia Squad into the lower bracket, into that 3rd, 4th place match against, and I'm not sure who it was against actually.
The semi-final is where the good team gets separated from the great team, the one who deserves the spot in the grand final. Entropy Gaming on a very good track to become that great team, to be in the grand final, to finally have the final challenge against Flawless 7. But at the same time, Mafia Squad, like I said, don't count them out yet. 4 rounds is what they need to actually still have a chance to go to overtime and potentially win this map, where they then would have another chance on the 3rd map. But they are in an extremely tricky situation, and given to how they have been playing so far and how Entropy has been playing, yeah, I'm not feeling too confident about them anymore.
Yeah, they are just really struggling. And there's no there's no easy way to say that they're struggling, other than they are. It's Bank clearly is not their strong map. I'm not sure why this is their map pick, if I remember correctly. So clearly something isn't right. However, they are gonna have to try and make something work. Clayan in the building quickly finds one. It's Sinji off the board. However, we have seen Entropy Gaming come back from a greater advantage than one. We cannot discount them just yet. However, Mafia squad are in the building quickly and have got the kill quickly.
Yeah, the quick entry of the Amaru finally paying off for maybe even the first time. I'm not entirely sure, but definitely paying off this time to get that first opening surprise kill. But still loads of work to be done. Like they are now entering the building, and while they're entering, the sneaky approaches from the Nook are getting pointed out by the motion sensor, of which the Nook is breaking off her surprise attack. But with IQ already having the top floor control, I believe she's now in a good position to fight a player right behind the desk. He should have been droned. I mean, I think there was a drone driving around there, and she should know the player's right behind, but doesn't actually go for it. Could have been an easy kill, but with the C4 being thrown from below, unfortunately doesn't connect. Yet again, a bit of damage, a bit of opportunity missed right there. With the brick now opening up those floors, it's going to be very difficult to play right below the Teller's office and into Teller's.
Phantom looking to try and get aggressive on the vertical holes as Clayan finds himself one more. Oh, the Duet has something to say about it, gets a refrag and tries to claw back what's left. A second to put it to 3 versus 3. This man is absolutely lethal when the Vector is in his hand. That's not 1 but 2 for him on the round, and it puts it back to this 3 versus 3. Phantom managed to retreat back into sight, into the safety of the bomb site, shoots yet another drone. And now is able to play nice and safe. Looking to try and deny this beep side. Looking to try and deny anyone on that side, in fact. Punches the cancer barricade. His army walks out. Gets the refrag onto his teammate Duet. And puts it back to this 2 versus 2 with only 45 seconds left. The attackers have so much work to do. It's all up to Phantom. With only 40 seconds left, he does have that SMG-11 in hand. That was, I believe, on Tuesday recently nerfed, but still as good as it used to be. Now looks towards a double door with only 27 seconds left.
Yeah, very limited time, which should benefit Phantom. The lower the time it goes, the more advantages he will have. But at the same time, it's man advantage for the attacking team. They are looking for him. They are currently joining, and they now know where he is. This is a very difficult position for Phantom to be in. With the SMG in hand, which got nerfed a little bit, it's very difficult for him to potentially clutch it out. He just needs to stay alive long enough, which he doesn't, as Clayan finds the kill. And I mean, it's still going to be map series, match point, whatever you want to call it, for Entropy. But at least Mafia Squad has extended the game a little bit further, has won that first round. Out of the 4 they need to still have a chance to win this map. So the first step in the right direction, momentum maybe gained, maybe a bit of a morale boost, and hopefully there's more where this round was coming from, this win from the round.
A good round for Mafia Squad. However, we do have to remember it was the tertiary bomb site, and now we get to go back down to probably the best bomb site on this map. We get to go to CCTV and lockers, which is the most defender-sided bomb site on this map. So a lot of work now for Mafia. They absolutely, if they can win this round, they have huge potential to go on to bring this to overtime, but all reliant on this round.
Yeah, I can imagine that Entropy is still feeling quite confident at this point. Just losing 1 round doesn't really hurt that much, especially as it's only 6-3. And I mean, they have some room for error. They are 3 rounds in front of their opponent, and basically have 3 rounds, 3 chances to win a round. So even if they lose 1 or even 2 more rounds, Entropy is still in a good position, which gives them such a relief. Really lowers the stress and gives them a lot of confidence to just play better. Like, having that confidence, it will just give you such a boost, gives you more chance to concentrate and just play well. And for that reason, Entropy is in a very good position at this point.
Yeah, Entropy are incredibly comfortable. Just if it's 6-3, 1 round is nothing. However, I do wanna point out, not something strange, but a bit more of an adaptation from the side of Entropy, and instead of bringing the Echo, they brought the Thorn, which is interesting.
I mean, for an operator that we have seen a bit more recently, especially in a few matches earlier during the quarterfinals, I believe, we even have seen Torn kills or even Torn denying plants with her utility. So she's been quite effective lately, surprisingly. But for now, it's the side of Ghost Army or Mafia Squad, as you should call them, getting the opening kill in this case, but taking care of Afla, the roaming Warden, which can be a pain in the ass, especially with his great gun and utility and speed. He has now been taken care of, and the first kill secured for the attacking side, putting them in a little man advantage here.
Sinji playing below. You are just going to have to try and find a kill. They are going to drop after wasting a substantial amount of time, 1 minute and 30 into the round.
Yeah, like you're saying, half of the round has been wasted, so that's a good time waste from the defensive side. This also gives the attackers a good position, however, to quickly gain control of the map, especially with the Jackal in play. They will soon find out that every single defender is now playing downstairs, and that they will now know that they can focus on the bomb site fully.
Exactly, they can just focus on now working on enabling their execute, working on the bomb site, trying to clear out whoever's left. But Entropy, remember, are at this man disadvantage, but are now more than capable of just bunkering on site, letting the gunfights come to them. We've seen they're more than capable of doing that. Are going to be opening up the wall into CC now. Going to be trying to walk in, sneakily trying to get a plant off. Smokes are going to be going out to block the vision of the Red Bull. And the backward plan is going to try and go down. C4 ripped, primed, and ready by the mirror of Duet. Others unaware that the plant is going down. C4 thrown. Does detonate, however. Plan is going to run off just in time. The Ford finds one more. Tiger
15 seconds
off the
left.
board.
Does
Just about see the head, but can't get the plan down. Duet finds one on the hatch, but it's a post-plan situation. They are going to have to try and retake the hatch, but it is a 3 versus 3. The hatch play wins here. Problem is, there's no one playing on the hatch. Duet more than capable now of trying to challenge this blue player here. Are aware, shots go out. Senzo finds one. Duet finds one more. A double kill. He is going to try and long arm it.
No way.
But Phantom what? Phantom's all the way up top. What Phantom? What?
I think Phantom was trying to go for a flank to deny the person playing on the hatch, but things just took too long and unfortunately didn't work out. It was a very... I mean, I understand where it was coming from, but it was just taking too long, and unfortunately the defenders were not able to counter the plant, unfortunately. 6-4, this is the second round from Mafia Squad now on a row. So, hey, Mafia Squad is definitely getting closer to bring this map to overtime. But still, like I said before, Entropy Gaming still for at least 2 more rounds on the map series points. So still in a very good position. But Mafia Squad is getting closer.
Yeah, we are just going to have to take a quick pause. Some technical issues. However, we should be back on track nice and quickly.
Yeah, so quick pause. I believe it has to do with the hand cams, but those have been sorted relatively quickly, luckily. So we got to go from the moderators that we can resume the match. Of course, we're doing hand cams to make sure that the match can be played fair and square. Even though an update from PlayStation came out, I believe yesterday, that blocked the newest sim device and prevents PlayStation users from using secondary hardware such as mouse and keyboards. So it's a huge win from Sony. I hope it will last long enough. But those hand cams will stay in place just a little bit longer at least, till we are very sure that the cheaters can be permanently countered. But as long as they cannot, we will make sure that the match is being played fair and square.
Anyway, we're going to resight into CC. It's going to be interesting to see what Entropy will pull out here. They are going to bring the Wamai instead of the Thorn this time, which is interesting, yet to reinforce the admin hatch.
Yeah, with a 6-4 score, it's Mafia Squad still 2 points behind on the opponent. However, on a 2-round win streak, so potentially on a track, getting the right taste and the right feeling to secure more rounds where those previous wins came from. But the challenge is still there. They cannot afford to lose a single round so far, and they need to give them maximum effort because it's really do or die for them.
They brought the Amaru again, and I'm not sure what the strats are, but I still can't get my head around this whole Amaru on bank thing. It doesn't make much sense to me. However,
Yeah.
Mafia squad in the building, nice and quickly as always. Seems to be a common theme with both these teams. Kenzie taken down from a disgusting angle. Oh, that was.
Yeah, and with the Jackal gun, that's definitely going to hurt the offensive round here for the side of Mafia Squad, as they will no longer as easily be able to find where the defenders are playing at the moment. Yes, they still have those drones, which are the main source of information as always. But with the Jackal, it's just going to take a little bit more time and going to be a little bit more tricky, especially with Shinji getting another kill there onto Senzo. It's Entropy being on a 5-3 man advantage, on a good track to potentially win this round and close this match once and for all. But of course, Mafia Squad is going to give maximum effort to fight back as much as they can and work the advantage back to their favor.
Turns out all Entropy Gaming needed was just a quick little pause, a quick little timeout to go, okay, this is what we need to do, this is how we're going to do it, and this is how we're going to win this is how we're going to win this game. Tiger, though, the lone Dokubi, who is below, is going to try and clear out this roam. It's going to be up to Kaelin to do that as he finds both the roamers, Sinji and Ben Hughes.
Bankers.
Bankers, I butchered that one. Puts it still to this 3 versus 2 though, still in this disadvantage. Only by 1 man, though. They still have a lot of work to do. With only 35 seconds left, all Entropy Gaming have to do is sit back, relax, and play down the clock. 30 seconds left. What can Mafia Squad do?
And it's definitely what Entropy is doing. They are playing it safe. They're just waiting in corners. Cameras which are hacked are being taken care of so they cannot be used against them. And it just needs to watch the various ways where the attacks can come from. A few hatches, a few stairways, and just communicate well. With only 12 seconds, they need to run in right now. It's Taiga, Tai with the diffusion heads. He needs to do it mostly for the team. Claiming with a kill on Afla, bringing us to 2 versus 2. We need to get 1 kill each to potentially win the round, but Dokubi decides to go for the plant. And with the extra recovery, she could potentially make it happen. But the diffuser unfortunately doesn't go down. Time runs out, and Entropy Gaming secure the round and the match as they have now won bank with a 7-4 score. Entropy Gaming secures the spot into the grand finals and will play against Flawless 7.
Entropy Gaming to grand finals. Who would have guessed it?
I mean, most of the community, we had
most of them, yeah,
like 75% from the community voting for Mafia Squad in this case, sorry, Entropy Gaming in this case. So yes, the majority of the community was expecting Mafia Squad to actually Thank you, Entropy Gaming to win this match. Beautiful match. Was it 7-4, 7-5? Was it 7-4 in the end, right?
7-4.
Yeah, 7-4. I just noticed that the visual wasn't updated right below us with the score, but now it is. But yeah, a beautiful match here from Entropy Gaming. Like you said, Wu saw it coming. I mean, from how every single map started in the favor of Mafia Squads. Yes, they were playing on the defense, but they were the team every single time to at least secure 2 up to 4 rounds in a row, have a nice advantage. But every single time, Entropy Gaming just managed to fight back.
They did. It was a great match from both sides. We saw a really, really good start, or really good first map for both teams. The defending side for Mafia Squad was really strong. They went 4-0 up. They ended at the end of the split 4-2, and then they crumbled slightly on the defense. And then obviously Entropy came back and Entropy won that map 7-5. And then the second map we just saw an all-out Entropy just onslaught. They did not stop. 4-2 on the attacking side is stupid. Shouldn't happen.
Yeah, indeed. So Entropy Gaming really proving their words, proving that they are worthy to play in the grand finals, which is taking place this Sunday, where they will play against Flawless Seven, who already earlier won on Monday the semi-final against, I believe that was MDF where they played against, meaning that MDF has descended to the third place match, which now will be accompanied by Mafia squads, which I believe will be taking place. Let me quickly check, because of course originally the third place match was supposed to take place today, but has been postponed to as we need to prioritize this match, of course. But we have the two situations. If Entropy Gaming wins, means that Mafia squads will play Saturday versus MDF. So this actually means we have another match coming up tomorrow before those grand finals happen. So tomorrow we will have the third place match, MDF versus Mafia squads, before on Sunday, where we have the grand final, which is going to be Flawless 7 versus Entropy Gaming. This means we'll be back tomorrow at 7:30 as usual, where the grand finals will take place on Sunday, starting at 2, with a little bit of like a pre-show happening before that. So for now, Velocity, I want to thank you for being here with me. Also want to thank Ognex, Ogon, and Void, who have been doing the production and observing for tonight. And for now, I want to wish everyone a great evening, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye.